Hello children, starting the new lesson expansions, a very familiar topic because you have already studied in standard 8. It is completely based on formula, you know that. Now still I have observed that many of you keep making the mistakes in the simple formula like a plus b the whole square etc. So let's start this class with the geometric representation of this formula. Okay, how to get this formula? That is by multiplication of bracket also you can get it. A plus b the whole square. What does it mean? A plus b multiplied by a plus b, right? So you shall get the formula. But let us see the geometric representations. The common mistake what you all make, that is a plus b the whole square is a square plus b square, that at least you will not make, and then we will see the other formula. So imagine, for the geometric proof of this formula, imagine of a square whose side is of length a plus b, any two variable a and b. So you know that area of the square is what? The side square. So this is some square already I have drawn here. Now I will mark some length on it. Similar length I will be marking here also. Okay. So what we will do here is, supposing starting from this point, let this length be a. Okay, and remaining length be b. Okay, so this will also be a till this part will be what, children? B. Likewise you can have the division over here as well. This length is a, b, and also from here you can have this length is what? B, and this is a. I have drawn a square. Some length I have taken as a, remaining side b. So the total length of the side of this square is a plus b. Okay, and equally this part will also be a, this will be b, this length is b, this also, this length is a, this. Clear? So this is a square whose side is of length a plus b. Okay, so what will be the area of the square? Area of square will be side square. That is the formula, you know. So area of this square will be what? Side is what? A plus b the whole square. Now let's see what is the expression coming for this. Now I will just join these parts here. So by doing so, the figure is divided into 4 parts. Look at the first part over here. What is this length? A. This length also is a. So this will also be what? A and a. So what we have got? We have got square 1 here. Okay. Look at this another square formed here. This length is b. This length is also b. So obviously these two lengths will also be what? B. So this is another square we have got. We will name it as square 2. Okay. Now look at this part. This is a rectangle. What is one side of this rectangle? A. Another side B. Okay. So suppose this is rectangle 1. One more rectangle is formed here. I'll name it as rectangle 2. So area of this square will be coming as what? It will be the area of square 1 plus area of rectangle 1 plus rectangle 2 area plus square 2 area. Area of the square is divided into how many parts? 4 parts. Square 1, rectangle 2, square 2. So if I add these 4 areas, I will be getting a plus b the whole square, area of the square. Looking at this square, what is the side of this square? A. So what will be the area of this square? It will be simply a square. So write down here a square plus, what is the area of this rectangle? Length a into breadth b, that is what, children? AB. So plus, right, AB. What is the area of this rectangle again? A into B, that is AB. So write here AB. Plus what is the area of this square? Its side is B, so its area will be what? B square. So plus B square. What it has come? A square. AB plus AB, 2AB plus B square. So you have shown it that A plus B the whole square is A square plus 2AB plus B square. Now I hope every one of you will remember how this formula has come and will never make any mistake in writing this very simple but very important formula. Okay. Now let's just have a look at another important formula. We call them as expansion formulae, or we also call them as identities. Just quickly we will revise them. Today's class we will see these 4 formulae only and the application. Step by step we'll proceed for the next identities or formula as well. First one, a plus b the whole square. Just now you have seen a minus b the whole square. Similar way you can try for the proof as well. The formula is what? A square minus 2ab plus b square. Where does this formula differ? Then the previous one, only the sign of a middle term, plus minus. Then another very much used formula, a plus b into a minus b. You know it is what? A square minus b square. The difference of the square of the two terms. And this you must have not studied much. A plus b the whole square minus a minus b the whole square. Actually, if you in place of a plus b the whole square, if you put this expansion similarly for a minus b, then you will be getting a very simple formula over here. A square b square terms actually get cancelled and the answer is 4ab. You can work out, you can check all these formulae, how do they end up with, by multiplication of the bracket over here, so that you will be able to remember them very easily. Okay, so learn these 4 formulae. Now how we have to apply this? For example, our first question of the exercise is expand the following. Okay, the question is expand. In that first question is 3a plus 5b the whole square. Now it is very simple. First observe, out of the 4 identities, which one is applicable here? First term plus second term the whole square. So write down in the solution, first step, write down the formula. Which formula we are going to use here? A plus b the whole square is a square plus 2ab plus b square. See, if you follow the steps given by your teacher, then automatically, see, from the time I have started this lesson, how many times I have repeated this formula. So ultimately at the end we can learn it. Every time you write, why do we ask you to write? So that you learn it. Okay, now you have to apply it on 3a plus 5b the whole square. So remember it in this way. First term plus second term the whole square is first term square plus 2 into first term into second term plus second term square. Okay, you might remember in standard 8 I have taught you, you can just replace a by apple, b by banana. So you have apple plus banana, the whole square is apple square plus 2 into apple into banana plus banana square. You put any of your favorite names, objects, anything over there and learn this formula. Anyway, so here our apple is what? 3 and banana is what? 5b. So you have to get it in this format. First term square, that is 3a the whole square plus 2 into first term, what is that? 3a into second term, what is that? 5b plus the next term, that is what? 5b the whole square. Proper substitution, there isn't any question of making any mistake. Okay, 3 square is what? 9. Remember it is 9, not 6. Okay, 3 and 9 a square plus 2 3s are 6, 6 5s are 30. A into b, 30ab plus 5b square will be what? 25b square. That's it. You have got the answer. Very simple, but you need to be very careful. Any single term is wrong, the entire expression is wrong. So care is taken that you copy correctly, understand, apply the formula also correctly. Now let's go for another question. 2a upon 5b minus 5b upon 2a the whole square. I am teaching here to make minimum use of the formula. Learn only this formula, do not remember any other formula, because at end how many formula you are going to remember. Now you can derive them anytime. Anyways, here what is the formula you think is applicable? Difference of two term square. So a minus b the whole square, that is what? Yes, you should know it. Therefore 2a upon 5b minus 5b upon 2a the whole square will be what? First term square. First term is 2a upon 5b minus 2 into 2a upon 5b, that is our first term, into 5b upon 2a, that is our second term, right, plus 5b upon 2a the whole square. This is the substitution. Now 2a upon 5b the whole square will be what? 2 square 4a square upon 25b square minus. Now here as you can see what's happening, minus 2 plus 25b square upon 4a square. You can leave the answer as it is. Fine, getting the thing? See the next question. 2a cube plus 5b square the whole square. I always tell you that these questions are seeking only checking that how much concentration you have. Formula, sum of the squares of the two terms, so you get a plus b whole square. What is that? A square plus 2ab plus b square. Therefore our 2a cube plus 5b square the whole square will be what? First term square. Another easy method I will give you. Write in this way, so that never ever you will make a mistake. This is of course for the learning places only. You should be ready with so much practice that directly also you can do it. Our format of the formula is this: first term square plus 2 into first term into second term plus second term square. What is the first term here? 2a cube. What is the second term? 5b square. Do not get confused. These are given only to just confuse you people, but you need to understand that first term itself is 2a's cube. So write here 2a cube. Again 2a cube. Then yes 5b square. Then 5b square square. Yeah. Now 2 square 4. A cube square. So you know that a raised to m raised to n. What happens to the indices? They get multiplied. So what it will be? A to the power 3 2s are 6 plus 2 2s are 4, 4 5s are 20. A and b unlike terms, so a cube into b square as it is, plus 5 square 25, b square square will be what? B raised to 2 2s are 4. Is it clear children? Laws of indices should be clear, formula should be written correctly, and there isn't any problem. So try remaining questions, do them yourself. Another use of expansion is sometimes that numerical questions also we are asked to get the for example get the square etc. using the algebraic formula. So like this one question is there, you can take the question statement from the textbook, evaluate using algebraic formula. For example 99 square, if you have to find using this algebraic method, using the formula, then compulsorily we need to use formula. So while applying, try to put it into the easiest possible way. See that our work is made very easy. So 99 very easy way can be written as 100 minus 1 square. Now you will ask, what is so special about 101? 99 can be written as 98 plus 1 as well, or it can be written as 90 plus 9. Why 101? Because to get square of 100, to get square of 1, etc. is very easy. Our purpose is to simplify the work and do not increase. Again, which formula you suggest here? Write down that formula. A minus b the whole square is what? A square minus 2ab plus b square. You can do it yourself also and later on check with the steps. Steps are important thing here. So our 100 minus 1 square will be coming as what? See, again I am saying square minus 2 first term, second term plus second term square. This is the format that has to be fixed in your mind permanently. 100, 100, 1 and 1. Now here don't make any mistake in counting zeros. 100 square means 1, 2, 3. How many? 4. Minus this is what? 200. Plus 1 square is what? 1. So obviously it goes very easy, right? You can work out with this yourself, right? Yes, what is the answer coming here? 10,000 minus 200, what it will be? 9,800 plus 1. So what is the answer? 9,801. Be careful with calculation. One more application, let's see. I will see now. Any you can do yourself, like 10.2 the whole square. So first decide addition or subtraction. Here it goes easy with addition. You can write 10 plus 0.2 square. Which formula? A plus b the whole square, right? Directly now I am writing. So this will be first term square, that is 10 square plus 2 into 10 into 0.2 plus 0.2 the whole square. Again 10 square is what? 100. Now 10 into 0.2 will be 2. 2 2s are plus what here? 4. Plus 0.2 square. Again be careful. What it will be? 0.04. This is another common mistake. See 0.2 multiplied by 0.2. So 2 2s are what? It will be 4. But when you are counting the decimal places, 2 decimal places, so you need to write 0. This is why I have mentioned, because a common mistake made by children. So final answer is what? 104.04. Okay. One more possible way, as it is mentioned in your book, that also let's see. 4.8 square plus 2 into 4.8 into 0.2 plus 0.2 square. This also they should also. Now this also we have to work out not numerically but algebraically. So what will you do? Again think, relate it with some formula. It comes to a square plus 2 into a into b plus b square, matching. So opposite way actually we are using it. So how we are using? A square plus 2ab plus b square is equal to what? A plus b the whole square. Therefore here what is a? 4.8 and what is b? 0.2. Therefore 4.8 square plus 2 into 4.8 into 0.2 plus 0.2 the whole square will be what? A plus b the whole square. What is a? 4.8. What is b? 0.2. So it comes as 4.8 plus 0.2 the whole square. 4.8 plus 1 is what? 5. So 5 square. What is the answer? Simply 25. So either way the formula can be used. You need to observe it very carefully. That's it. This pattern also, solve many more sums yourself. Next question you see. Again the application of that. If a plus b. Question is if a plus b is 9. Okay. Also ab is equal to 18. And you have to find a minus b is what? A plus B is given, AB is given, and A minus B is asked. So here first you need to understand that which formula is applicable here. Four formula I have given: A plus B the whole square, A minus B the whole square, A plus B into A minus B, and the last formula, if you remember, which is that A plus B the whole square minus A minus B the whole square is equal to 4AB. That is involving all the three terms. Okay, I repeat. For example, I will show it to you. The four identities which I gave involves A plus B and AB, A minus B and AB, and also A square B square. A plus B, A minus B, no AB, but this formula I am talking. You should be knowing the formulas very well so that you can decide which formula will make the work very easy. It involves A plus B, it involves A minus B, it involves AB. So we shall be using the fourth formula. Okay. So first I will be writing the formula. Which formula I am using here? A plus B the whole square minus A minus B the whole square is equal to 4A. Okay. Substituting A plus B means what? 9 square minus A minus B the whole square. We have to find A minus B is equal to 4 into the value of AB is what? 18. 9 square 81 minus A minus B the whole square, 18 for the 72. Now minus A minus B the whole square, shifting to the right side and shifting 72 over left hand side, you get 81 minus 72 equals A minus B the whole square. 81 minus 72 is what? 9. So A minus B the whole square is 9. Therefore, how will you find A minus B? By taking the square root on both sides. So what do you get? Plus minus under root 9. So A minus B is not only 3, it is plus minus 3. That is the thing you have to keep in your mind. It will be plus minus 3. I suppose that the application part is clear to you. Okay. Likewise, same way, if A minus B is given, A plus B's value can also be found. Okay. So today till this part we will do. Next class let's work on another applications.